Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, I just open the form, some syllabus, everything. So today we just plan to discuss only about the topic discussions, and then we will start with our session section. Okay, here is the syllabus I just shared with you. And the course content, what we are going to cover, everything I just provided already. Okay, it's completely discussion session actually today. So what are the doubts, questions you have, you can raise me, and all the topics we are going to discuss like this interactive basis. So always you have access to unmute yourself and ask your doubts and go to the mute again whenever it's required. So no problem. We will not be making anything with only the chat basis. It's completely interactive class basis we plan to go forward. So whenever you have a doubt, just unmute and ask immediately. Okay, so those are the topics we just planned it. So big data full stack data engineering. In this, we will be planning to cover with the big data practice, AWS, Azure, Snowflake, and Databricks. These are all the topics we plan to cover. If you don't have any questions, please go to mute. No. Okay, fine. So here we will for the big data practice, we just completely go with multi-node cluster basis. So how it is big that I will show the demo. Maybe we will go with the demo now itself. So we have created some script. We just start and execute it. Once you start the execution, automatically the cluster is pinned up in the backend and created. So this is completely following with your Docker basis, and multiple container interfaces has to be created and providing your runtime. So here is your images. It's just generating all the containers at runtime. Almost 12 containers will be synced together and created with multi-node enhancement practice. This is you are going to use for your real-time practice for your all your operations with the big data related topics. Once big data is over, we are going to sync this with our AWS cloud or Azure cloud, whatever we will promise it, right? We are going to sync together and programmatically we are going to access it. This is the plan. So here I just create the nodes with the 3-node cluster. As of now, we can expand up to 5 to 6 node as well. Depends on your system capability. We are the prerequisites we are expecting from you at least 8 GB RAM and 4 core. That's a common for everyone is using as of now. The same expectation we are expecting. If it is less than that, try to increase. Or if you need to increase that RAM memory and all, that would be very efficient to work with you, all your assignments as well. Okay, so the cluster is spin up now. Yeah, I think it will be start. I'll just go to. Okay, so 3-node cluster is active right now, and whatever the memory sizes are available is just going to be adopted and running the backend as your expectations. And all your practice, you are going to work with your labs. So this is your Jupyter lab is available. This is automatically sync with your Docker container integration. So all your assignments, whether you are going to work with Hive, PySpark, or Python kernels, or any other interactive terminal basis, everything will be provided here. This is automatically will be synced and will be running as a multi-node practice examples. Let me go with some basic examples with you. So just I'm going to start with PySpark terminal or kernel. You can use both of them. You can use this kernel as well or terminal. Both you can use it. Okay. So we are using Spark recent version 3x version because most of the people are moving to the Spark 3 and Hadoop 2.9 or 3.1. This two versions they are using in the backend integration. This is completely supporting with the Eon integration pipeline. So when I am going to submit the job, automatically just going to be spin up and running here with the cluster basis. So you can keep on monitor all your operations here together. This is the way we just designed, and this is the real time you're going to practice it. all your real-time practice with the Spark submissions command and whatever you'll be going to work in the real time, everything we are going to approach in this way with your data scientist as well. That's matter. And one more thing is the kernel basis. Kernel basis, you just choose the kernel and you can provide your query. You can see the output as a step-by-step execution circle. Example, this is the Hive kernel I'm using right now. In this Hive kernel, you can choose kernel whatever you require. You can choose the kernel, PySpark, Python, all the kernel you can choose it and provide your command. Automatically, it just provide the output here. So all our example practice and assignments we'll be planning like this way in real time. Here is some samples. So here you can see the PySpark execution flow we just designed and all the pipeline things we can get from here after. I'll go with some more examples. Yeah, so all the topics is available. This is for your future reference. We will be sharing you this as a notes for your future reference. Actually, this is our live class practice notes. This only we will be feeding you as an enrollment practice, and you can execute your system immediately and try all your operations. So all the commands with this output, you can refer it. Whenever you go for the interview, immediately you just refer it. So all the topics we just provided. Avro, Hive, say like that, we will be creating each of the topics separate. We are going to use it. Okay. So the class notes and all the information we just feeding based on your batch numbers, like a 20 batch number, 20, 21, something we just designed and we'll give you. 29 batch. Still it is running. Okay, here is the example for 28 batch. So how do we AWS Snowflake, something we just slice it and we're giving you that all the topics here as well. Will be 29, what is going on right now? Okay, AWS Snowflake is going on. You can see the notes in class recordings. So there are the topics. Whatever we just discussed, right? Top topics, Hive projects, everything we just providing you, you can factor it. Okay. Now, all the commands with this output is available. You just download and upload into your Jupyter Lab here. Once you upload it, you can execute all your perform the operations with your Docker container in the backend. Got it? Any question till now?
We will use Scala or like PySpark.
We are completely goes with Python and PySpark related topics. I don't want to mingle both programming because while go for the interview, you just confuse with your syntax. So that's the reason we completely go with Python and PySpark related. All the topics we are going to programmatically integrate with our Python related. Python 3x we are going to play with. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got experience from students. Those who are working with go for the interview, they will be confused with the syntax problems. Because Scala is a completely different syntax and PySpark. So they will be going to execute the commands and all in front of the people. They are confusing a lot of the time. So we just go with that. Programming is not a big deal because we can learn the programming easily. The concept is matter. So we are focusing the concept mostly here. And,
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And one more thing, I forgot to tell you here, mostly we'll be going with all the topics in practical immediately, maximum 10 to 15 minutes are very, very important architecture level that we are going to start discussing theoretical part. Apart from that, all our topics we are planning to go with immediately practical manner, how it's begin, everything we will be going to see with practical sessions, even performance tuning, project session, everything we are going to see in the practice. Okay, including cloud topics. So each properties and services we are going to create in front of you. What is the benefits while we are going to use the services? Simply we can explain in the 5 minutes and directly we will be going to use those particular data engineering services. We will not be wasting our time with other services. Directly we just go and focus only related to data related contents and services. Okay, because few of them joining from abroad, so I don't like to waste their sleeping time because every day they are sacrificing their time and joining our session, and I should make it as an interest basis. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Any other question, guys? You have a chat window as well as your open discussion. Both I can give you. Any doubts, any question you can ask me. Okay.
So what level of Python we need prerequisites for this?
Basic level is enough. While we are going to practice it, right? Everything we are going to showing you in front of all the code development. So few of them will be going with this kernel basis. Few of them we are going to use with the IDE basis. So how to start the development of that, we are going to work together. Maximum 4-hour session, those who are also having some idea what is Python, how it behaves, the coding expectations, and at the basic level of hooks is maximum is enough. As a data engineer, the people will not be thinking with the hooks level concept or programming level concept in interview. To be frank, I'm saying as a panelist, I know very well how they will be expected. So something related to the collections and integration with the data related questions, they may be going to ask you that we are going to see in real time. While you'll get the confidence and work within IDE, automatically you will learn. So during the time, I will help you how to develop the code, how we can sync immediately with the programmatically. That I will give you a separate free workshop we plan to conduct on every 3 months once for the Python and SQL. So at the time you can join the session. That's a different time, maybe in the weekdays or weekend. 4-hour session or 5-hour session we will be going to conduct. You can join the session if you are not get the confidence still with your coding background. That also we will help you, don't worry. Already few sessions we just hold in our YouTube channel. Whenever you require, you just go and use it.
Because I don't have much more hands-on on the
Don't
Python
worry.
side.
I promise you during end of our session, you have definitely confidence with our topic and Python as well. That I'm sure, because I will give you a lot of assignments and you are going to work with your team members. You're not working in the individual basis, you're going to work with your team members. Other time you will be get the knowledge from you. So don't worry. So Python tutorial is available, you can go through here as well. Okay. So while it's a completely we will be following with a technical basis. So everything you're going to do in programmatic and that will be synced immediately. Understood?
Yeah, I understood that.
Yeah.
Oh, give me some intro that how because I'm studying somewhere Azure data engineering. So how it will be useful for learning all together, because
It depends. That's the reason we will not be forcing you and providing the things to take all the session. Depends on your experience. Those overall less than 8 years, they have at least one cloud is important. Those who are more than 8 years, they must know all the tech. It's a multi-stack technician. Because while go for the interview, the people will ask in the set of skills only. So it depends on your experience. You have to choose as your wish. Okay, it's not forceable. And Azure or AWS, which is the best? Like that, the people are asking. It's not like that. It depends on the project and the how can I say the company use cases. Those the few companies they will be planning to go with Azure products and the Microsoft products. They are definitely choosing and integrated with Azure services mostly. And the upper like Oracle other development, they are going with the AWS integration. So it depends on the project and business use case, and it will be vary. Nobody is under that particular service. We cannot assure this is the best one. Both is the best, but it depends on your choose your interest. You can go forward. You have some experience in the previous knowledge with your products. So based on the product, you can choose as you wish as well. So we cannot interfere with your selections. Once you selected whatever, we are planning to provide you with a good quality. That's our motto. Got it?
yeah, got it. So give me some slides and that so where we start and what is the total this pathway, how we will go that.
Come again?
No, give me some lights on this course curriculum that where we start and where we pathway.
Okay. So in this link itself, I just provided entry course syllabus. This is we are going to cover. So first we will be going to cover with all the big data topics, and then we will be going to cover with the AWS Snowflake Azure Databricks. So what kind of content we have, that information I just provided in the detailed manner. So Hadoop, what is we are going to cover it, Hive, what is we are going to cover it, Spark, what we are going to cover it, everything we just provided you. Like Hadoop, what are the topics is available, the commands and the project, mostly in Hadoop related commands and the conceptual basis we have to understand. And then we will be going to work with Hive integration, Hive, how it is behave with the B-line and a Hive shapes, and what is the use of script server, how it is behave, and the table creations with the multiple file formats, Avro or say Pocket, whatever the file format is available. Also some complex file format is available. Everything we are going to sync together and understand at one time. And then we will be going with the Spark, basic level of Spark architecture, and then how it is behave. And then we will be going to integrate with our data frame integration and creating multiple data frame readers and writer ways. And we'll be going to use multiple data source connectors. Apart from file format, we have to integrate with JDBC connection to read the data from different environment. We are going to use with MySQL as well as Teradata and what is PostgreSQL. These three we are going to use as a practical manner, and we'll show you the output in front of you. So, and then the concept, the performance related topics, at least 10 performance related topics we are going to discuss at one time with the practical. Minimum 10 performance tuning each topics, Hive and Spark, these are very, very important. We are going to discuss as a practical manner. And project session, it's very, very important. Project session we will be planning to provide you. Hive is a separate, Spark is different, Kafka integration streaming project is a separate. Like that, we will be providing you. We will start with the basic level with the sample data, how it is behave, something like we just started, and we'll increase our speed with the advanced double manner. We are going to provide you a complex data size, and we will be going to work as a project, how it is behave, how we have to create the schema, structure schema integrations, and we are going to design the data with the multiple date formats is available. So how it is behave in real time, like we just designed, that we will be providing you, and we'll give you some simulators for data generation and for streaming projects. That all will help to immediately quick start your operation with your cluster integration. Okay, so different projects is available, different assignments we are going to giving you, and in certain cases we will be asked for sample data in front of you, and based on your sample data we are going to work with our real-time projects. Because some of the sample data is very important. So how it is we can we can make with the schema in the proper way, and we will be going to apply on accordingly. That's we are going to see right. Okay, so Spark SQL, this is mostly important. We will be giving more time with Spark related topics, because project level, notebook level, and the ID development level, code development level, everything we are going to focus more in Spark. That I am sure. Kafka integrations and Airflow we will be going to completely. We will be going with 2 expressions. So that is also will sync with your container basis. I think 9090. Let's do the password. Okay, here is the sample projects, how to call with Bash and Python, Hive, Spark, and Sensor. These are we are going to see how it is the code is designed. These are completely new expression. This is latest version. To be frankly, I'm saying all our topic which is related to trending related topics and the trending version. We will not be using the backslash with the old topics. We will be retiring the old tools like a Scoop is retired, Pig is retired. We will not be focusing that. What is trending now, that we are focusing right now, and we will be providing as much as better training. This is actual session.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, instead of using a Scoop and Pig, what we are going to use?
Yeah, that
Yes.
things we are going to say with the integration of Spark itself, how we can read the data from JDBC, because Scoop is a JDBC integration. SQL plus Hadoop is a Scoop. So how we are going to read the data from JDBC, the data database level. That's we are going to see in runtime. That's we are going to discuss. Pig is nobody's using. Pig completely retired. Nobody's
So that's
touching on it.
the old one. Okay.
Yeah, that we are going to integrate with the Spark. All our transformation, like if a narrow and wide transformation is available, most of the transformation, almost 20 to 30 transformation, I guess so. All the transformations we are going to see in practical.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I have some samples. Maybe I'll just download all the topics. Here are the sample batch sessions. I didn't go with the coding level in there. Okay, this is a new one. V2 CK and 3 The new image we just design and based on do some performance improvements. So here is a sample code I just showing you. So these are the graphics. Narrow transformation, multiple narrow transformation, and wide transformation is available. That we are going to discuss here. Like
So what about the
okay, so how its DAG is working and actions and different transformations. Here the session is going to start. What is the data we are using it? What is the output? Everything we are going to say it here. Here is the continuation session. So narrow transformation, whatever we left, here we will be going to continue with all the transformation. So these are the most repeated transformations that we are going to practice it. How this transformation is taken. First, we will be going to practice everything with our terminal, and then we will be going to create an IDE and start the code development. All types of join, inner, left, right, pull out, group by, intersections, unions. That's we are going to discuss it. Same like actions to show, count, collect, take, first. A lot of actions available under different data file readers. So we have a lot of data is available. We are going to practice with that and how we are going to convert it. That's we are going to see it here as well. So each topics we just design and created. Based on that, we will be going to discuss all the topics. So whatever I mentioned, I promised in that our topics that all will be covered in the practical manner. All should be a practical. Again, I'm saying the same only. So function creation, UDF and system function integrations. When we have to use Spark SQL UDF function, when we have to go with data frame related UDF function, that all we are going to say it. And some inbuilt function also is available. When we are going to use the built-in functions, that all we are going to say it. Once the Spark session and project is covered, this Spark session we are going to schedule via Apache Airflow. So this is we have designed it right. This Apache Airflow we are going to deploy and we'll see the projects pipelines here. Like that, we just designed it. Mostly the projects is a kind of pipeline projects. Depends on Hive projects, Spark going to be big. All transformation we're going to approach with this Spark and Hive all will be going to create automatic results based on the shell script that we are going to cover it. Okay. So like that, you are going to practice in real time. That I give you the assurity. This is the same. You are going to face. You are going to practice in real time. I didn't hide anything. I just show you the code as well as the output with the previous batches for samples. Understood?
So what about the total duration of this?
Yeah, 3 months to 4 months depends on what you're selecting, right? That will be my value. So if you are going to choose full stack, it is a 4 months and it will be going with the combined sessions because we cannot cover everything at the same time. So we will be going to create a combined session and we will be sitting together and we'll discuss it. Like that,
So-
will be
So those are daily classes or weekly?
weekends. Okay, mostly in weekends funding. We just give you weekdays for your practice. You have a leisure time, you have to download the code and do the practice and complete your assignments in weekdays. And then weekend, we are going to start and freshly we will discuss it. And we are planning to create the groups, right? In your batch itself, we will be creating the batch members into 2 to 3 groups. You are going to work together with them because separate learning will not get more knowledge. So you're going to work together, you're getting more knowledge. So we are thinking that is making you as a more efficient. So you have a private WhatsApp group as well. Those WhatsApp group, you can raise all your questions and we will discuss in detail. Okay.
Sir, actually working in a group will be hard for me because I'm in a different time zone. So
No
is it okay
problem,
if
no
I
problem. I
complete-
will give you, no, don't worry, don't worry. By creating the group, I will give you based on your region basis only. If it is not suitable, we will sync together, no problem. I will help you in one-to-one also.
Okay.
I know the people are joining from Australia and a few of them joining from US and Canada. I know that timeline is not suitable. So what we are going to do based on the joining numbers, right? We just divide the batch members based on the region as well. And if it is not, that is also not working, I will help you the particular people, one-to-one. I must expect you have to touch some coding. That's a very important. That only will help you to crack your interview. Because before entering into the interview, we will give you most of the information, but you are only facing all the questions in the interview. Also, we suggest to go to the interview in middle of our session. Almost 1.5 months or 2 months at the end, we request to go for the interview and bring the question from them. What are the questions they have raised and what you answer? So we will ask the top 10 questions in each interview basis. That we are going to discuss in our interview topics. Apart from our session, we have last 10 minutes or 15 minutes. We have an interview topic session. There we are going to discuss all the questions related. Because some of them, the Spark submission configurations and the cloud integration, how you are providing the cluster sizes, auto scaling policy, a lot of things they will be going to ask as an interview question. So that you cannot answer immediately. Such kind of questions, we will help to provide you with the practical. This is they are expected, this is the output they are expected, like that I will give you. Because I have more experience in the Bigdata platform and I have working with the recruitment team as well. So I will share my panelist experience and will give you some sample resumes and based on you can prepare and we'll be going further interview. And a few of them expect for some placement practice. To be frank, I'm saying I will not focus for the placement practice from our end because whatever we will be providing the quality training, you can learn it yourself. But even though you are expect more, we have a team, some consultancy services we just refer you and they will help you on the subject. Okay. So we have separate consultant services available, but we will not be focused that much mostly. They are my friends, those who are starting the consultant services. We will help you to refer them. So you can interact and if it is convenient, you can go forward. And those who are learning in real time, immediately they can switch their career with their dream jobs immediately. That I'm sure. Whatever we are providing the assignments, if you're going to completely work and enhance with yourself, definitely you can get your job. So both are just assuring you now itself. Got it?
Yeah, I have one question. After completion of your course, how many years we can put in our resume?
That we will discuss in interview basis. I will sync with you in one-to-one and I
Okay.
will do your resume screening and all. So at the
Okay.
time I will give you because it will not be suitable for everyone at same,
Yes,
right?
yes, correct.
So
Yeah.
depends on the experience and your previous
Yeah,
primary skill
almost
set.
I'm having 9 years experience in ETL project. That's why.
Yeah, it depends. Whatever, I just go through your resume and I want to keep more prepared with your resume itself because the screening also is matter, right? So
Yes.
I will help you during that part. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah.
That's we
Um,
have a separate interview
I-
session. Yeah, please go on.
Sir, I'm Prashant. I'm recently completed my master's. I have don't much knowledge in data engineering, but I want to start my career in data engineering. If this course is okay for me,
Yeah, you're a fresher, right? I mean, which graduation you have done it?
master in data science, sir. Recently completed.
Master in data science is not a problem, right?
Yep.
You have already touch up something with your data related. You can sync up because the
Yes, sir.
data is mostly integrated with the SQL platform and programming platform. We'll be covered both. While we are going to discuss
Okay,
the
sir.
high practice, we are going to create the tables, DML, DDL queries and all in practical manner. You'll get some more idea. As well as the integration manner, the programming, we are going to discuss all our topics. Apart from Hive, once we have started, everything will be going to sync together with programming. So Python programming, we are going to use it, right? I am going to create all the codes in front of you. We are going to run it and we'll see the debugs as well. If any errors has happened,
Okay,
how we have to debug, everything I will give you some additional advanced level. So that I will give you. Okay, we have
Okay.
some API
Actually,
calls also we just created. So auto suggestions, automate integration with the latest AI tools. That's is going on some POC testing practice. Once it is working fine, we will give you that also in our Docker, in our cluster integration. That will help you to make your coding faster. That is, we are trying to do that with the board and chat GPT integration. We are trying to do it in backend. So because we are planning to create everything as an automation basis. So you are getting that messages right in WhatsApp, that also will go with the automation basis. So some REST API integration and tokenization we are planning to integrate. That will help you for your coding practice more. Okay.
okay, sir. Thank you.
So after the 4 to 5 months, what salary we can expect? Which companies we can target? I don't know. Sorry, I don't want to join these service-based companies. So can I target with this knowledge of product-based companies?
Depends how much you learn. That's very, very important, right? I'm working with product basis company. Also, I'm working with service based. So I will give you this kind of importance during our sessions. Especially we have interview basis sessions. We will be going to contact. At the time, I will give you all the information. What is their expectation? How we need to satisfy? Something is available because a number of rounds interviews are available. So how we have to crack that interview and how we know that what kind of repeated question they are using it. That all we are going to discuss in interview basis topics. So we cannot go right now. I will give you that information during our sessions. Okay, and we definitely request to go for the interview in the middle session itself. During the time you are going to attend some interview, right? So we will be planning to give you how to start the interview, where we need to focus at the beginning, where we need to go for the product level. That all we will give you. Also, we have 500 students is available in our network. We just ask for the references and we'll give you that references to you as well. Not only in India, apart from India, we have multiple places is available our students. We'll try to give you the reference to you. Don't worry about it. And a few of them is working with Meta as well as what is the Snowflake actual team in the US and the UK basis. So if you have good opportunity in you'll be living there, we will try to give you that references to you. So that all we will try to give you from our end. So one expectation from our end, you have to complete the assignments and do the practice continuously. So next is 3 months or 4 months. I don't think what is your commitments. Try to ignore all your commitments just to focus our topics. Just to sacrifice this timings. Because within a timeline, if you complete your assignments, that I'm sure you'll get the confidence for your interviews and you get your dream job. If you are hesitating the projects, then I cannot help you. But try to complete the assignments on time. That's only request from our end. If you're facing any difficulties with the codes or your environment, we will help you. Don't worry about it. Apart from everything is ready, but you cannot work together and you cannot complete the assignments, that I'm really sorry. That depends on your interest is very, very important. Whatever you will be feeling in. Yeah, they just please go ahead.
Yes. I'm from Java background. Is this Python, right?
You already work with Java. Python is so easy. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah. What are the basic things?
That I will give you. Python programming, the basics, very small. You have already worked with Java, right? So you have some experience in C programming basics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Python is an infer from the C program only, so it's not a big deal to you. And very simplified. Once you touch with Python, you must ignore your Java. That I give you as a promised thing. Because Java is a bit complex. And Java, which version you are working? 18 or 8?
8.
Okay, so we are in the same platform because we are going to work with Java 8 integration. So in the backend Python we are using it, and JVM is we are going to use the pipeline with Java 8 only. So the
Yeah.
understandable and the source code integration, everything I will give you. So that will help you. And once you start your Python, you really hate your Java. Because I also work with Java and then I switch into Scala and Python. And once I touch it with the Python and Scala, I really hate Java developments. To be frank, I'm saying that is going to be happen to you as well.
Okay.
Okay.
In this session, automation will cover.
Automation.
Automation test.
Yeah, the
testing.
projects we are going to cover with automations.
Yeah.
So we are going to create a shell script, how it's going to be developed in the backend, and create the codes and the scripts that the commands and everything. We have sample code snippet is available already. We just designed, right? I will give you, and that will go with automation. So streaming projects is completely the streaming as a live projects only, right? So that's not like a batch project. We have to sync and start immediately. So that will give you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
Somebody is texting chat window, so Ashish, okay, I will answer one by one. I will share all the information. Post duration already I informed. Fee structure I have already given you. It will start from 16,000 to 30,000 as maximum. So I just provide that information in our chat window. I'll bring me in Teams. I will give you that information. So WhatsApp. Okay. So platform to practice. Yeah, I will give you there's a platform I will give you. You can practice it. Data structure. For data structure and algorithms, the basic level is enough. I will give you. I'll start with our sessions. So we have a topic spread at the time before starting our session. What all we have to cover. So 2 to 4 hour session I will give you. There we will discuss in data structure and algorithm basis. If you are a data scientist, you must focus with algorithms level. If you are a data engineer, you must focus with the concept level. These are the differences. First, ensure it. So don't worry about coding development. While you are doing the practice mode, you will continuously getting that information. So don't worry about it. Data structure algorithm is very important with your data science platform, because there only you're going to applying the statistical pattern to identifying the p values and what is the correlation, regression. A lot of things is available. Applying the ML model, custom model development. A lot of things you are going to do it. That only is very important. Here the integration platform is very important with your conceptual basis. How you are going to submit your jobs, what is happening in the backend, and how the executors behave, how we can slice the data very efficiently to the each executor, what will happen during the skewed data. That all is very important. That's we are going to see in practical assignments. So that I will give you. And the next. The payment details, we have GPay and PhonePe and banking transformations, so you can use it. Yeah, today is the actual start date, the batch. Okay. So tomorrow we are going to see with some demo session, real time. Its continuous session is going to start today onwards. You just consult from today onwards. Okay. Yeah, you have 2 installments. So while joining at the beginning, you just provide the first installment, and after 1 month you can pay the balance. No problem. Yeah. Sorry, somebody asked in the chat window. I forget to monitor it. Really sorry for delay. Okay. So any other question, guys? Any other questions?
What about the total fees?
Yeah, 32,000 maximum for the first time. 16,000 for big data, 26 I think for any one of the cloud, and 32 for the full stack. All the topics what we have mentioned, right? Everything will be covered.
So if the chance I miss this batch, then can I join the next batch when it will be happen? Because I'm already stuck with some more
No problem. We have continuous batches ready. You will get the announcement properly. You can join the next batch also. The 30th batch we are going to start it. Almost 29 batch successfully have completed. The 30th batch. So depends on the nomination. So we'll be choosing the preferred language and we'll be starting it. So we'll not be forcing you. It depends on your interest. Don't worry about it. But our session is going continuously. After 3 months or 4 months, once the session is over, this timeline basis, we'll be going to start a new batch. At the time you can join as you wish.
So you are offering Tamil badges also?
It depends on the nomination. We will be focusing on Tamil and English. We will be requested the preferred language in our nomination form itself. So based on your fill up, right, we will be going to start it. Mostly this time the people are choosing English batch, so that we just started. Okay.
Sir, did you taken any Tamil batch before?
Yeah, we have almost 28 or 27th batches are completely Tamil batch only. So some of them is available. Because a few of them interested with the native language, we will not be forcing you. Those who are also interested, we will just provide that kind of, how can I say, the convenience.
Okay, okay.
Demo session, something we just put. Yeah, introduction session is almost December batch is available. 28th batch is Tamil, I think. 29th is English, that I'm sure. This was the English batch, 29. Yeah, 26, 28 is the Tamil batch. But based on the time, we have freeze the timeline. Based on the nomination, we just start a new batch, right? At the time, we are going to start the separate batch. So 26, 27, so 28 is a kind of Tamil batches. 25, 27, and 29 is an English batch.
So next batch probably in Tamil, right?
It's not like, it depends on the nomination form. Again, I'm saying. So here is the nomination. We have received 1,000 responses, right? So we will be going to filter last batch introduced after that. So at the time, we just monitor how long the preferred language the people are choose. Based on that, we are going to start it.
Do you
And it will be a different time zone.
Do you have a pre-recorded session?
Already we have all the records. All our topics immediately will be uploaded into our placer. Here you can see this one. All the recordings available. So like Tamil or English, whatever will be covered, all will give you as your future references. All the topics will be giving you. Commands and codes, everything is available. Okay.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Any other question?
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah,
I have
please.
one. Yeah.
Others, please
So-
go to mute. I'm getting noises. And I will give you this demo sessions also in our YouTube channel. So at the time you'll be facing noises. So yeah, please go one by one.
Yeah, my question is for the full stack data engineering, what will be the batches timing?
Yeah, the same time, 8 to 10 o'clock. Every weekends we are going to discuss the same time only.
8 to 10 means only 2 hours.
Big games, Saturday and Sunday, we are going to discuss on 8 to 10 a.m.
And is there daily sessions for that?
Weekend.
Only weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, and it will be, I mean, you will provide a recorded session of the
Yeah.
whatever.
Once
we attend,
our session is covered, that will give you as a recordings. Here is a live recording session. Previous batch live recording session is available, right? This is we will giving you.
So previous session you will provide or the current one, which will
No, current live session, we will be creating a separate folder for you. We'll give you the sharing access to you, and whatever we will be discussed, right, that will give you for your references, future references. Only live current recording, current batch recordings, only current batch members. Got it?
No, I know I'm not clear on this.
No, you are joining this 30th batch. We will create a 30th batch like this. This is a D29. Like that, we
Okay.
will be creating a folder D30. There we are going to store all your recordings, class notes, everything we will be going to storing you. That we will provide it. Here
Oh.
you can see the sample recordings. This is live session recording. This access will give you.
Okay.
Okay. So class notes and some, how can I say, some
Yeah.
chats we will going to use it right at runtime. So we'll be creating some architecture with our scripts that paints and all we will be sharing with you as well. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, the duration will take, I think, 3 months plus, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. And can I get some in? Actually, I want to cover in less period. So
Yeah.
will it be possible? Will it be possible?
Within how long?
I mean, 1 month or 1.5
It's
months.
impossible because I have tested with the previous students. The few of them is only expectation like recording. They cannot complete the timing because I don't like to make any false promises and false quality. Because whatever we can face the people and we can provide the proper recording to them and continuous assignments will be provided. We can keep on monitor. But only recording basis, the people will not complete their courses. Also, they will not be meet their expectations in their time. And
That is
literally, we
true.
just discussed, and our internal team also will not suggest to provide only recording for students.
That is not good actually. I agree with you. Just wanted to know, like, if you will increase that frequency for the weekend also, time slot, so we can cover a little bit early.
No, we are working right. So we have some office works and we have to continue it and we'll be in travel. We have in India, Chennai, as well as Saudi Arabia. We will be in travel during our sessions, our time basis. So we cannot assure to continue on weekdays. To be frank, I'm saying we will be working with some POCs. So at the time we will be in overseas travel. So that is also a big deal to us.
Okay.
So
And
we have separate team in Saudi Arabia right now, and they will be working together. So that's for our network we will be designed, and we will be planning to create a big network in our multiple OSs. That's going on, to be frank, I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
And post completion course, like someone joined and got the offer and joined. After that, some struggle or some scenario will happen. So will you means help on that perspective if someone got stuck or some doubt or something?
We will help you 1 or 2 session. You cannot join it. We will give you separate also. So 1-to-1 we will discuss it more frequently. If you're making any absence, we are not taking any responsibility. Every day you're joining it properly, you'll be working with our assignment, then we can keep on monitor it. 1 or 2 absence are maximum 2 to 3 weeks, so you maybe get some absence. Depends on your personal reasons that we will agree with. But more than that, we cannot make any responsibility. That's the reason I just request you to sacrifice your time for next 2 to 3 months, 3 to 4 months, to be frank, I'm saying, to focus on our topics and complete all your assignments on time. If you're missing your assignments on time, you will be lack somewhere. So if you have struggle in your assignment, you cannot complete and you have some issues related to enrollment and while doing the practice and all, we will help you. Everything is available, you're not completed, we will not take any responsibility. So please be ensured and get ready for your time. Once you learn everything, you have done your assignments, after 4 months, I assure you, you will be get ready for your interviews and you will be get the proper job. So
and interview cracking is like we can crack, we can join after joining the real environment. Little bit for settlement, it take time, right? Like a few couple of the month or some projects.
not like that. During our sessions, so we will be close to match with the reality. Because nobody is creating with multi-node practice, right? So it's not a reality they are not working at. But here you are going to work with the reality basis. So what are the commands we are going to do it? It's mostly close to the reality in big data platform, also cloud platform, right? So you're getting more experience in that. That I will give you a surety.
Yeah. So you means you are providing like a deployment mode, CI/CD pipeline, Docker.
Everything I will give you. So deployment mode, yarn deployment. This is a yarn deployment mode only. We have done it. There's a yarn deployment. Once you submit, the job is coming to the yarn deployment. Right?
Okay.
So Hive MapReduce integration and Spark integrations. Here you can see there's a yarn deployment one. If you want to provide, I can master yarn. It will be a submit automatically.
And
Client
container
deployment.
you are using?
Hmm?
Container you're using which one?
Which one?
Which container you are using? Lifting and
It's
shifting
completely,
deploy?
it's a we have created custom containers. It's a completely Docker basis running it in the backend. We will give you how to set up in this in your environment. We will give you assistance on this. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, we just submit right here. You can provide your memory spaces.
Yeah.
If you want to mention your memory, memory 2 GB, something you want to provide, automatically will be sync and create that allocations with your yarn cluster.
So while practicing, we will get some terminal, or we need to install in our machine. How it will be?
The same complete setup will give you in your system. So whatever I'm doing, that you can do in your system as well. That I will give you as a promise.
Okay, mirror. Okay.
You can say there's a job we have submit, how much the queues is available. We have a different queues available. Everything I will give you the topics in our real-time classes, right? I will give you. So once you open it, you can see the Spark, UA. So whatever the commands you are going to submit, that will come reflect there also.
ஜி இங்க ஒர்க் பண்றதுக்கும் கம்பெனில போயிட்டு ஒர்க் பண்றதுக்கும் லைவ் ப்ரொடக்ஷன்ல எதனா டிஃபர் ஆகுமா இல்ல சேமா தான் இருக்குமா?
It's close to the same, G. You just communicate in English. I'll come to the chat window because in the English session I don't like to disturb and disappoint the people. Actually, to be frank, I'm saying.
Okay. What we are going to learn, whether we use the same coding in the live production or
yeah, same like that only. That all the codes, right? We are going to work, right? I will show you that examples. Real time only we are going to use it. So how to table creations automatically with automation script, and how we are going to sync the codes with our multiple modules in Python. That will we are going to cover with IDE. We have PyCharm IDE, VS Code IDE, and one more third thing. 3 IDEs we are using at runtime for all your practice. That also will guide you how to create the environment in IDE, how to develop your code modules, and everything we will give you at runtime. Our slash definitions.
Okay. Did you add some additional content compared to previous batch or not?
Yeah, come again.
Did you add any additional content compared to previous batch?
Content means additional content means what you are expecting.
I mean, some additional topics you are covering.
Whatever you are asking, that is additional topics apart from our syllabus, right? Mostly syllabus is closely covered with the interview related. So persistence, questions, everything is available.
Because if you are taking, for example, for previous batch, if you are facing some different kind of questions, you will also cover this topic, whether you are covering.
Yes, you go for the interview, you bring the question, right? That is additional topics.
Yeah.
Everything we are going to discuss in our session. Don't worry.
Okay.
Because that's the reason we will not promise to go for at the end of our session. We will request to go for the interview during our session itself, and you are going to ask some questions, right? They are going to ask some questions and you cannot answer somewhere, and you answer incorrect. You don't have that confidence. So such kind of question bring back to us, and we will discuss every last 15 minutes. Okay. So there is a question they asked, and this is the answer I provide, but unfortunately, I'm not sure. Such kind of question is available. Like a calculations, how to submit your Spark with 5-node cluster, 100-node cluster, what is the memory size and driver memory, executor memory, that all they definitely will ask in interview. What kind of suitable sizes we have to provide, executor sizes and all. That we will be doing some calculation and we will going to practice it, right? That we will be discussed during our end of our each 15 minutes. Last 15 minutes is a kind of FAQ session. Not only today, all the topics. So last 15 minutes, we will give you to ask all your questions. During our session itself, you can ask your question that's related to subject. Whatever we are discussing, right, that's related questions you can ask in the middle of our session. Last 15 minutes, apart from our topics. Some of them you will be facing a different scenario, and some of them you will be facing different interview questions, right? So such kind of questions we will discuss last 15 minutes. Okay, that will help for your entire batch member because you face some questions you cannot answer. The same question the people will going to face in future, right? So while we are going to discuss that before, people will get ready for the interview clarities.
Yeah, okay.
So our expectation just only one thing, you have to focus our topics and complete the assignment. That's the only one expectation from our end. Apart from what are the question, even we don't know that, we will be going to Google and find the proper solution and we'll give you back. Don't worry about it. We will try our best with that.
Okay.
And last question, do we have entire containment roadmap you are going to teach for full stack?
Last 10 minutes, I'm saying.
No, I'm asking
Hmm.
the content which you will going to teach us. Do you have some roadmap you are sharing now?
Yeah, this is the roadmap. We are going to start with Hive introduction, Hive and Hive server to beeline integration, and then Hive, how it is connected with beeline and through server table creation, manage table and external table references, and Hive row, pocket, ORC, and what is that? What we missed it. So partitioning and bucketing types, everything is available, right? And complex JSON file formats is available while we are using with the joins and the performance tuning. There is a roadmap. While we are going to start this topic, all has to be covered. Like this Spark also, Spark components and auditing action transformation, and we will be focusing with data frames and Spark data frames and the data frame transformation action and creating the tables with multiple data frame interfaces, right? OSI, Avro, Pocket, something is available, Hive table is available, JSON table files is available, how we are going to sync together. And this Spark cache and persistence, how it is behave and different level of persistence is available, how it is behave, while we are going to choose 2x replication and 3x replication, what is the use of our Py4j integrations and what is the use of our CLS. In the big backend, they are using some Python CLS is available, Fosket CLS is available. That we are going to discuss it. Also, we will be going to cover the transformations and Kafka integration and Spark submissions with the local client mode, cluster mode, and performance tuning. Apart from our deployment mode, we have cluster, we have a lot of performance tuning is available. We are going to take some samples and we are going to test each of them step by step. That we are going to discuss here. This is the roadmap. You can see the arrow mark. Like that, we are planning to continue like our sessions. Correct?
So continue. Yes, I am interested about the entire things like Azure Databricks, Snowflake, and some new topics.
Yeah, we will be going to start with big data first. I can show that as well. These are the big data topics. Once it is covered, then we will start with AWS, Snowflake, and parallel we will start with Azure and Databricks in parallel. Okay, like that we will be design the projects. You can see this pipeline roadmap. Big data is a common one. Big data is over, then cloud part is going to be starting this different way. AWS, Snowflake will be combined together and will be taking with one timeline. Another one is going to be start with the Azure and Databricks and the different times. Those who are choosing the full stack, they are going to continually focus this both at the same time, not the same time, different time or combined batches. Previous batches running and right. So we will be going to join with them and learn something.
What is the fees to cover this course, entire course?
Yeah, big data alone 16,000. AWS data engineer, AWS Snowflake and big data is at 26. Same like Azure data engineer, big data, Azure Databricks is at 26. Full stack is at 32,000. Actually, it's 36,000. We're just providing us a discounts and a
Only Azure is 6,000.
Which one?
What?
16,000.
Oh, okay.
This is 26. This is also 26. This is 32.
Okay, understood. In only AWS automation will cover.
If you have a data engineering experience, we will be taking some screening with you. How much you're good, based on we will be choosing you for AWS topic support. We will ask some questions and we will discuss with you whether you are comfortable with that or not. That will we must know. Just to 4 to 5 questions we'll ask how you are convinced with that. That's what we will take and we'll only choosing for AWS or Snowflake topics. It depends on your interest. We're not forcing you, but we must know whether you are capable or not. That kind of basic screening we will be doing from all that. Okay.
I have one. Hi, this is Bikash. My question is like, what is the timeline for this entire course? Say, suppose I want to go for full stack data engineering, big data, AWS, Snowflake, plus Databricks. So, what is the timeline?
4 months. 4
2
months.
months.
Yeah, 4 months we will be trying to cover. Sometimes 4.5 months after it goes based on your assignments and whatever we will be covering the topics, right? Depends on, it will be increased to 4.5 months also sometime.
There is one more question that may sound little awkward, but my question is like, I mean, is it necessary to go for both AWS and Azure? I mean, technically, I mean, like for any student, right, or anyone who is working, right, handling both AWS and Azure, I mean, from an interview point of view, right, it becomes a little tricky. So, what is your good suggestion whether you should go with AWS or Azure?
We are not forcing you to learn all as a full stack. So that's the reason we just split it. First, just clearing you. Those who are interested to learn AWS or Azure, you can split up and you can learn it. Those who have more experience, they cannot survive after, right? They'll be working with ETL background. They have more experience, more than 10 years or 8 years. They are experienced. They must know each multi-skill level. There it will help for all the opportunity. If suppose there they are looking only for AWS topics and learn it, they are getting the opportunity as well. They missed that opportunity, right? So as an architect level, they must know all the topics, all the tools. So we are focusing and providing all the information to them. This is completely following with a network. We have proper team, we have proper students is available, right? Everything has to be saved for that job joining. So that kind of journey is not easy. They must know all the information. They only will give you the future references for our upcoming students. Such kind of network we have created. Each batch we will be creating a separate batch group, WhatsApp group, and we will be discussed together. If any openings, they will provide it. To be frank, I'm saying one of our students, those who are working with 14 years in HR department, they are right now working in data engineering platform. Okay, so it depends on your selection. We will not forcing you what you require. Once you clear and choose your vision and come to us, we will provide you better than that. And we will not be wasting our time with the theoretical. We will not be wasting it because we are all the places theoretical topic is available. We are going to focus mostly in practical manner. Just 10 minutes or 5 minutes. What is the agenda today? What we are going to discuss? That will be start and immediately switch into the practical manner. So,
yeah, you said very truly, like nowadays, day by day, data engineering skill experience then their expectation is higher. The person who is a data engineer and more than at least 8 years plus, they should have at least 2 cloud knowledge, understanding, and multiple language or multiple environment they can able to handle. That is now expectations.
True. That's going on. We are focusing and keep on monitoring what is trending on now and what is their expectation. That's the reason we just added. Because if you go with the AWS Blue Context and EMR cluster integration and integration with Kinesis, these are very, very important. That's we just create as a topic. That's related to only with the data. Whatever topics we just created, right? That is only related to data related topics. We'll not be wasting our time with IAM creations and all because any one of the admin team is going to create this IAM creation. We don't want to waste our time, right? So how bucket is behave, how EC2 instances behave, how Kinesis behave, Blue Athena integration, EMR cluster, DynamoDB. These are always very important. These are always only related to data. You are going to work this platform mostly, correct? So such thing we have designed. In future, if now particular topics are very, very important, we will be migrated to that particular topic as well. You will be add that information in data manner. Like you can go Snowflake, SQL integration, external stages, central stages, stage Wetlex view, and Snowpipe from time travel. These are also very important topics. Mostly we will be focused like a blog. So Azure also virtual machines, data like Gen 1, Gen 2 differences, how it is bigger, SD inside, SQL database, Azure Data Factory, Azure Database. Because in real time, they are going to create some pipelines between Azure Database and Data Factory and sync together and run it. So how this deployment and creating this automation cluster and job level cluster, everything we are going to see in real time and creating some secret scopes is available to mount the data at runtime. That all we are going to discuss in our topics. This is trending now. This is very, very important. So we have one more trainer. He is going to take some cloud session separate. He is going to be more focused on these topics. Okay, that's the reason I just again I'm saying we will not be wasting our time with the theoretical. Directly, we are going to start with practical. What's going on? How programmatically we are going to integrate that information. That's we are going to see in data.
Hello.
Yeah, right.
One more question. After choosing the full stack development, we are able to get like if you get any business requirements, you're able to do solution architect as well as like a data modeling and those things and all with data stages. So what are the guidelines? It will be provided initial stage, right? So it will be able to do that after choosing this full stack. I will get help guidelines from your.
Don't worry, we will help you from our experience one-to-one because there's a business use case we cannot discuss it open forum. We will be creating one-to-one, we will be discussing, but we will give you some sample data modeling while we are going to work with project level, right? At the time, we will give you some sample data modeling, how design, how the joints between these two tables we are using it, what is the relationship we just generated.
That is like a reality. We are working with the like how the joins and all. I'm asking like initial stage, if you are having some business requirements, we need to know the clear picture how the deployment will be there, right? That's so you are able to pick that picture after completed this course.
Yeah, we will give you that information. That's what I'm saying. Some samples is available. Business requirement is different. We will be discussing one-to-one separate, to be frank, I'm saying. Because Lambda architecture, Kappa architecture, a lot of things in data modeling we have to design. A DR bin diagram we have to design it. That is a different way.
Okay, it will be provided, right?
Yeah,
but the guidelines will be provided.
Yes,
okay,
we will give you in the backend with one-to-one.
Okay. And also like it will be provided the Spark optimization techniques with sample over here on the course, and as well as like the stages of joins, if you have joins optimizations, so those things and all, right? It will be provided with example scenarios with real-time experience while going into the course.
I think this is the performance rated 6 and 7.
Okay, it's like you mentioned like top 10 performance optimizations.
Shuffle version, auto broadcast, explain, even from the explain plan itself, we just started how it is behaving in the back end. All the topics we just covered. Right, 7 visits. Yeah, here is the samples is available. This is like repository called as cryo-synthesis, how it is behaved. And we have some PyArrow integration also is available. This is the samples I'm showing you. Like the rest of the topics, we will be created separate. More than that, also we have some topics. Hive separate, Spark separate, and what I can say. Hive and Spark is a different performance operation, so we are going to approach it. And we are going to take the samples and we will show you in front of you how it is behaved, how the time is taken. Once we have done the changes on the configuration level or code level, how it is behaved. That kind of scenario we're going to show you in your UAI. We have Spark UAI, right? And time duration, everything we just calculate. Each executor how it is bigger. That all we will give you as inputs.
Okay, I'm sure like to be frank, I hope I don't cover all the optimization techniques based on your input which you shown here right now. So it will be the extra inputs will be provided the learnings over there, at least it will get some learnings over there or like anything.
To be frank, I'm saying in our assignments, we are going to request to take your own samples.
Okay.
Okay, whatever we are using is a kind of tie data set, because within a time duration, we have to complete our session. We are taking tie data set, but in assignments, we request to take your own data set and to practice with that. Like that, we will be going to request you. Such cases, we will help you how to solve that kind of issues in separate. Okay, because if you are going to choose your own data set with your business perspective, while go for the interview, you can confidently say this kind of issues I have faced, this kind of solution I just provide, something you can provide in interview. With a tie data set, you cannot explain it, right? So during our assignments, we request to bring your own assignments data sets.
Okay, one more.
Or your own, that's not a problem. It depends on you. While you go for the interview, you have to sync and create all your pipeline, right? The wrappers, everything with your data samples only. Well, that will help you to more confident to build to explain in interviews, because mostly in architecture level, screening level, the people are confused, and during they are explaining the topics, they may be confused a lot of things. So while doing the practice itself, you will get the confidence. This kind of challenges I have faced, this kind of solution I just provide. Like that, you can confidently explain to them.
Okay, one more question to get clarity over your course. It will be really awkward. I should not ask this question. So we have many resources like YouTube and those many resources learnings and every tools we have. So nowadays we are able to do some research over there. So why we need to choose this online course, especially specialization course like that? That's my question.
Come again, your question is not fulfilled.
We have many resources like YouTube, and nowadays we have many resources, YouTube and tools and Google, like everything we can able to research, and we can able to learn also, right, one by one. Why we need to choose this specialization course which are teaching by yourself, like especially modelization, right? This course have been designed for some roadmaps, and it will be teaching us, right? So what is the difference between we can gain over here?
Okay, to be frank, the answer is guidance. We are
Guidance.
guiding you all the topics. You cannot complete all whatever you mentioned, right? Some of them is available in an open forum. You can learn it, but you cannot get the confidence and what is problem here when that issues arise. But all the errors, we are going to guiding you and provide all the information and with a practical manner. That's the major. It's a depends on your choices. We will not be forcing you again. We are saying we have almost 3,000 members. We just send that in notification announcement. Those who are interested, we just focusing it.
Okay, how the guidance will be like till the course completion, or like it will be entire?
You are going to keep on monitor, and you have our contact number, right? You can raise all the question whenever required. Also, your private WhatsApp group is available. You can raise your question in private WhatsApp group also. Each batch member, they have a private WhatsApp group. They are keep in touch still. Almost 2020, the batch, almost 14th batch, I guess, or DE14 batch. We are still discussion. How you are collaborate with your batch members and team trainers. That's based on your expectation. Okay, that's the reason we just creating that assignments with our multiple kind of group studies like that we just designed. Because while you are facing some issues, you have open batch group is available. You can raise your question. The people will try to answer. Nobody has answer. Definitely, I will answer to the question, and we will be keep on touch with our WhatsApp group, or you have private number as well. You can raise all the time. So that I will give you that assurity. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But course selections, your interest. We will not forcing you. Again, I'm saying. Once you enter, we will try our best with you. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And nobody will provide a multi-node practice. Yeah. Sorry. Please.
Yeah. Basically, I'm from Python side. I have very basic knowledge in SQL. Is good for me to continue with this course?
No problem. How long you have experience in Python?
1.5 years.
Total experience?
1.5 years only.
Okay, then fine. Because you on main or your graduation?
2019.
Okay, graduation degree. I'm asking.
Yeah, 2019. I completed.
Are you a BE or such kind of domain? I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm from MSc.
Then, okay, the MSc CS, then you have some knowledge in that relationship model and all, right? So that easily you can adopt with that. Don't worry, because definitely you will learn about some normalization concept and what is that? Something is SQL related topics. Atomicity concept is available, right? So, so such things is enough to understand, and easily you can sync it. Even though if you have 10 students is enough. You know this matrix, that's enough. That matrix is a base for your SQL platform.
Okay.
So we will compare it during our session. We will give you some more guidances. Where you stack, you just ask the questions. We will try to answer you. If you are sometimes what will happen, you will get some shades or shyness. You can ask in chat window in one-to-one. Just point to us and ask. We will not mention your name and answer the particular question. Don't worry about it. We are just expect you must learn something from us. That's it.
Okay.
So,
do you offer any flexible timings?
This is a time for flexible for us as well. Because already one batch is going on the previous time 6 to 8. So that's the reason we cannot assign this timeline. Once batch is over, then only we will be starting that new batch on that timeline basis. As of now, 8 to 10 is the batch time. And few people, those who are joining from India, they are comfort with the 8 to 10 mostly. Abroad places, the people will be struggle. I'm really so sorry, but we don't have time this time because we are also in overseas travels in future, so we cannot get the convenience as well. Anyway, we will try our best. And once the old batch is over, new batch announcement will go with a new batch time. That could be a evening time, in the morning time, depends on the slot is available.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just one question. That will be too much personal. That's why I wanted to talk with you. and your guidance is required. So can I talk with after this session?
No problem. You can call me in one or Teams or WhatsApp. We will discuss. No problem whatever.
Yeah. After this one, I need your
No problem. No problem.
Yeah. So which number that I should connect?
Yeah, same number. Whatever you provide, right? You will get the proper notification, right? At the end, you will have a WhatsApp number.
Okay.
So my automation
Yeah.
script is running as of now. I don't know whether it's going to be showing you. So whatever you receive the messages, right? That's our WhatsApp number. You can use it.
Yeah, I got the WhatsApp messages from where I have joined. So that is your number?
Yeah, same only. It's our number. Okay, so here you can see this is a REST API calls we just designed, automatically sending that to the people one-to-one. You can see, yeah, here the number. Whatever you are getting the messages, that is our number. At last, I just provide our numbers. You can call this number.
I'm sorry, please don't mind. I joined very later on, so I didn't know. I forget your name. So may I know so that I can call?
Yeah, my name is Dinesh. I am taking the ownership all these topics, all the batch.
Dinesh.
Okay, and I have trainers, and they will be taking the particular topics here. Okay,
Dinesh, I will call you in this number. This last given in WhatsApp.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Any other question, guys?
Do you help us to clear the certification, like Cloudera certificate, all those things?
Certification, I know a few of them is expect more certification topics. We will not be providing any certificates because only MNC certificate is, to be frank, is used and not authorized by MNC corporate companies. Our certification will not help you and will not be authorized. Even we are a provider. If really required, I can get the certificate and will give you from some consultancies. But I request to concentrate the topics and build up your skill when I go for the interview. Only MNC certificates like a big cloud certification, GCP, AWS, Azure only they are expected. Apart from that, no other certification, nobody is expected. Only skill set. So we request to focus the skill set. Even if you are looking only for the certification, so sorry from our end, will not be provided, but we can refer to some consultancy. Even placement also same, like placement also we will not be providing the assurity, but if we have consultant, we can refer to them. You can discuss and get the certifications for the placement related. So our motive, we are trying to feed that information, the topics and the concept, right? We are trying to feed that with a practical manner that will help you to achieve your dream jobs. So such kind of help we will be doing from our end. But I understood some of them is very important certification, but our certification will not help you. Not only for us, any institution they will be providing the certification that will not help you in real time. Only MNC certifications is mostly focused by your corporates.
Okay.
I don't like to waste your time, and I don't like to get any payment for the certification false promises. Just informing you what is quality that we will try to provide from our end for best. Understood?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Any other question? I am ready to answer all your questions, not only today, all the day. Every day we are going to discuss it, right? We will provide it.
So, Dinesh, for like someone like very basic understanding on SQL, so in real environment in industry, they have actually complex scenarios. So, will you cover some point of perspective who is a very beginner in SQL and all?
Don't worry about SQL. May I know your graduation. Don't mind why I'm asking your graduation again, everyone, because how they will be correlated, how we have to monitor them. Something is available. So based on that, I can provide my inputs to you. Okay.
Yeah, engineering background.
Yeah, engineering background. In engineering, which domain?
Computer science.
Yeah, computer science you can easily understand. Apart from computer science, any other, apart from mathematical background who are not available, they must have some struggles. Who comes with a mathematical background, definitely they can understand SQL very easily. Some topics we are going to discuss at runtime, right? So we will give you some inputs related to SQL topics, like a joins and operations and subqueries. We will have two topics actually, to be frank, I'm saying. Hive topics, Spark, SQL, and Snowflake. These three are related to SQL background only. So these three topics we will be going to discuss more in SQL concepts. There I will give you some constraints level and the table level, column data, DML, DDL level operations, everything. I will try to give you that inputs. Okay. So one of this workshop I may be going to create for SQL in the upcoming session, because mostly this time the people are struggling with SQL. Previous batch members, they are struggling with Python. So we have created a free workshop for Python programming. This time I will be going to create with SQL related workshop. We will discuss that in data. That's a free workshop. Anyone can join it. Don't worry about it. Okay, we will take some samples and we will be going to practice with the samples and we'll see how it will behave. Something we will be going to discuss in SQL separate. Okay, we will try our best. Don't worry. And the SQL is not a tough, to be frank, I'm saying. Only the understanding is matter.
Yeah.
So that I will try to feed you that information. Because
For the
all
entire scenario,
please.
sorry. Entire scenario, Python, I mean, if it is PySpark, then Python and SQL is a core. Entire thing is a workflow understanding only. I think so.
Yeah, I will show with the programmatic as well as the matrix level and SQL level. So I just give you with the mathematical concept. Easily you can understand what is happening in SQL. SQL is the backend they will be using with mathematical concept only. So that I will try to compare it in our workshop. Don't worry. That definitely will get the confidence with the SQL. So I will try my best.
Dinesh, you said like you have on-site also network. So on that case, can we get opportunity for on-site processing or CV profile and all?
Actually, we have a plan to create the network, right? That's related to on-site. We have planned to expand our. We have students in Canada as well as Saudi, and we are trying to create the proper network to refer the people from India to overseas. That we are planning that upcoming. So we are working together, and we are taking some POCs, and it's going on. So either we are going to continue our sessions with overseas in the future. We are planning to continue it. So at the time, we will give you the better referral. Definitely, as a batch member, you are getting the proper referrals. Okay, so get ready and prepare all your assignments. And once the assignments complete and ready for all your confidence with the big data platform, you will get the proper screening and announcement for any openings available from our team. Yeah. Also, student referrals already available from those who are working in US and Canada and Saudi. They're sharing their experience and their referral. So, but in US, you must need a green card. Some places because contract is bit tough. Other places it doesn't like that. So that such kind of referral is received, we will share to you. Don't worry.
I think someone said like from entry in Canada is easy, and then after we can try for US.
Yeah, it depends on if you have office or opportunity, you can go with that. If you are looking for a referral, we will try to provide you whenever that opportunity is available from our end. Okay, we will try to give you that as much as. So main motive in the next 2 to 3 years, we are planning to expand our batch members to all over the world. That's the plan. We are starting and working together right now.
And mock interview or interview preparation, will you provide that?
They will give you with the interview related what kind of question they have asked, how to behave, that answer, everything we are going to discuss it. And we request how to start the interview basis. That will give you separate interview sessions is available. At the time, I will give you that all the information. From resume screening onwards, which will be going to start it. So I know what is their expectation. I was taking multiple resources from big data platform. I was in recruitment and panelisting. So I know that what is their expectation. So that information I will give you. Not immediately. We have a certain time. After that point, we have to start.
Okay. Thank you.
Are we touching some level of data science here in the course? Machine learning model?
No, actually, Spark ML we plan to introduce, but that understanding and the learning curve is too high. People doesn't understand and get boring during our topics. So that we just skip it. Otherwise, we plan to add Spark ML also, but unfortunately, people will not adopted. Especially those who are beginner, right? They are getting confused a lot. So that we just avoid and we don't want to confuse the people. Whatever we provide, that is a proper fit. So we are trying to provide. If you have ML background experience, you want to get some guidance or any discussion, we will give you from our end with one-to-one. I'm also working with the data science platform. So I will share my experience with you and I will try to feed you the model deployment and all. That's a different, but learning curve is huge. Okay, to be frank, I'm saying. So it's not easy to understand in our topics. We have experienced one of the batch. The people are really confused. So what we are saying, what is going on. So it's not fulfill them, and we are getting the bad feedback to that particular Spark ML topics. Because they must know that ML algorithm basics, then only they can adopt it, right? So it's a bit difficult.
Okay.
So within a timeline, we cannot complete our ML topics also. That is also one of the matter. If you really required anything, we will try to give you with ML later. I'm working with ML platform only. So I know that variable interactions to deployment level. So I will try to provide. I will be working with AWS, Azure, and GCP. All three platforms I have worked. So I will try my best with you. Don't worry.
Okay. What exactly the difference between the data engineer and data scientist?
Data engineering is a base. Once data is ready, then only data science can build the model. Am I right? So overall, having experience in ML algorithm, they are going to applying the statistics patterns on the top of the data. But data has to be get ready and properly unique with your data science model. Otherwise, what will happen? Overfitting is going to happen. You will not getting the proper data outcomes. So we have to prepare the data, and we will be segregating the labels and all. Before enter the labels, we will be doing some data extraction wrangling. Such things as comes to data engineering. So data engineering, once data is properly get ready, then only data science platform, they can slice the data and they can use for their labels.
Okay.
Those are the differences. So first, whoever is working with the data science, they must know about data engineering platform concept. That's really, really important. Nowadays, the new, what is that? What the name is called, a new role is coming, business scientist. So business analyst and data engineering plus data science. All three combined together, they are calling us a business scientist. They are working as a data analyst, and they will be collecting the requirement. They are doing the code development. They are deploying the model as well. So such kind of new role is designed. I think last 6 months before only I have noticed this. Yeah, so they are called as a business scientist. They must know the core level numbers. So he is going to be working with the consultant and get that proper requirement. He is starting the development with his team, and he is providing the deployment. Like that, the new role is designed. But I'm not sure how much it is going to be helped, because that places all the knowledge you must know, even from the Excel to the model deployment, all the topics you must know: SQL, Excel, and big data platform, distributed analysis, and cloud, and data science, ML model delivery. Everything you must know. Such kind of role they have designed. Okay, that's a combined. Everything will be combined together.
Okay. Are you going to give some projects at the end of the course? That means we will get to know the real-time projects.
Not only the end of the course. In our each topic, Hive project separate, Spark project separate, Spark batch separate, streaming separate, and the integration with the Airflow separate. Kafka project is separate. Kafka and the streaming, Spark streaming is a combined project. It will come. After that, we are going to use the same like AWS and Azure, right? There we are going to create a separate project, and we will be going to create a pipeline, right? That's a separate project. So pipeline or Snowpipe, we are going to deliver the data continuously. We are going to create the pipeline. And the glue context ETL integration, that's a separate project. How it is began, how to design and read the data and write the data somewhere. Everything we are going to see in different. So project is nothing but whatever we have discussed, we are going to come in together and see as a one flow. That's it. That is a project, right? In a project, single tools will not be using it. Multiple tools will be coming together and we'll do it. So like that, we have designed and we'll be working on it.
Okay. At the end, we are going to attend the interview, right? The interview, we need to show some projects or something to gain a confidence, to get the confidence to face the interview. So that's the reason I asked.
Yeah, all the interview, you are going to explain some of the projects. So that's the reason I just asked to get your own sample data. While you are doing the process, you must know what is the flow we are going to design it. This information, mostly we will give you, we have 1 or 2 sessions separately for interview related discussion. At the time, I will give you more inputs on these topics. It's not easy to explain here. We have to create a chart and we have to explain everything with the paints based on your experience and based on your resumes, everything you have to choose it. And you already have some experience in business, right? You'll be working with a different domain. How we can convert into big data platform and a cloud platform. something we are going to discuss, and each of them separate. Those who are interested, they will be going to request for the one-to-one. We are going to discuss with them and provide some information about that particular screening topic separate. Because each of them facing a different business, different project level. So how we are going to efficiently convert into big data platform, what is the use case we are going to apply, everything we are going to discuss one-to-one, apart from our common for discussions with the interview topics. That all we will try to provide from our end. Okay. What is their expectation, what we have to provide. Before enter to that, we must know our topics, how it is began. All the concept we must know. Once you understand the concept, then only we can adapt your project with your concept. That time we will definitely help you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, any other question?
Sir, for a big data engineering course, what is the system required, sir? System configuration required.
Minimum 8 GB and 4 cores enough. If you have more than that, that would be very great, because while you are going to practice it, it should not hang up. That's the only expectation.
4 GB RAM, so that's why I'm asking, sir.
How much you have your system RAM?
4 GB, sir.
Try to increase to at least 8 or 12, because 4 GB is going to be downgrade your performances. Mostly people are working with 8 GB. More than 8 GB, that will really help us, and you will be going to practice it right in real time. This Jupyter will not be hang up. Okay, this is the main reason we are request to increase your memory again and again. At least 8 GB, more than 8 GB is well suitable. Okay, because we can see this containers has created multiple, almost 11 containers are working together now. 10 or almost 12 to 14, because we have created 3-node cluster, we can increase to 14 also. So multiple node cluster is not easy. It will be going to sync with your OS operating system as well. So we request to increase at least 8 GB minimum. Okay, once it is ready, we will try to help you to deploy Banana, and it will be get ready with your system. That we will help us from our end. Don't worry. Once enrollment is ready, then you can start your code development from your end. Okay, understood.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, please.
Sir, actually, I'm like already working in this data engineering role, right? So I'm being exposed, like I've been working with Databricks and this PySpark, right, and Airflow.
Okay,
But
you're working with that, or you're not working?
Yeah, working with that. So working with that.
Okay.
So, but I just started with I think 5 or 6 months back, right? But so I'm working with a service-based company, right? So I just want to because I'm being already aware of all these data pipelines that are being there in our projects, right? So end to end. So that much clarity that I have already gathered, right? Like I already have that to put nothing in mind. The thing is, in order to like everybody's also was asking the same thing. In order to go with the I just want to give it myself like a try that I go and have some interview, right? But the confidence that I don't have that currently, like how exactly that company generally go with the data engineering interview, because being a service-based company, just switch from one technology to another, this data engineering because of my learning, right? But that interview thing exposure that I don't have currently, right? So that much confidence I would looking to gain. Actually, that is a one intention and that one objective that I have, right?
May I know how many interviews did you attend?
No, I never. So far, I never attended any interview so far.
Okay. Because I know, because you'll be working directly with the Databricks and PySpark apart from other topics, right? So yes, I know how they are going to ask the questions, and we must integrate with your resume. So just to share your resume first, I will go through with that, and we will discuss that in one-to-one separate. Okay, because it's not easy to explain within a time. We must know what kind of less confidence with you, that we have to monitor it, and we must go with the resume, and based on we will provide proper information. We have some resume related tools is available, so we will try to help you in that. Don't worry about it.
Sir, in case suppose I enroll in your courses, so I mentioned so whatever your hands-on assignments or whatever the hands-on that you're going to cover in your recording in your sessions. So might be from the previous sessions you have those assignments already there, right, sir? In case
different. Each of them, we are receiving sample data. Mostly the sample data is the same, but assignments, the projects is bit different. And whatever we are request you, right, that is the project is bit different. You have your own sample data. You are going to work with that sample data, right? At the time, different scenarios. Assignment is not project level, topic level. We will be providing it. Some example, today we just covered a particular topic. We are going to provide some assignments on based on the topic, what we have discussed today. Like that, we just designed it. Okay, it's not a standard. We will not be maintaining any standard here in this topic because some of them will be confused with some topics. So wherever you confused with your entire batch member, based on we'll be creating a separate assignments. Okay, so some of them will be very clear in this topic. So it will be different based on batch members because I have experience with multiple batch I have taken, right? I have monitored it. So few of them experience in different based on your batch members and your group. It will be varied. So assignments is completely different. Based on your struggles, we will be providing a new assignments.
Yeah, that is okay. But just suppose like if I want to fast track my preparation, like I mean for interview, like suppose within a month I want to go out with interview, right? And before that I just want to get hands on all these assignments very quickly because already working, right? So that was sort of things I was looking for actually.
I'm not sure, to be frank, I'm saying because fast track is, I don't know how much it was going to be helping you. May I know your experience total?
So it's 10 years, sir.
10 years entirely. In which domain is it?
10 years earlier, I was working with this mainframe, but after 5-6 months before, I just started with data engineering.
Okay, so within a 6 months, you just start with the data engineering now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much it's going to help you because it's not an examination you're going to conduct it. Because an examination within a 1 month or within a 1 week or 2 weeks, you are going to prepare and write written and complete it. But practice is completely different. But we will just call me in separate. We'll discuss that in detail, man. I don't like to confuse you right now.
Sure.
Because here is a practice is more important.
Yeah, so that's why I was just looking.
Within a 1 month, how you are insured. Maybe we will discuss in separate.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
No problem. Anything else? Any other question, guys? Includes about optimization text. Which will the topics include? Yeah, topics is included with optimizations. Performance tuning is optimizations. Here also performance tuning is optimizations probably. That's why we are going to cover it. Okay. Somebody asked in that chat window. Mail ID and WhatsApp number same on the BigDatapedia@gmail.com is the mail ID. And WhatsApp number what you received today in announcement. The invites, that's the same number, so our WhatsApp number.
Regarding this Hive ETL, how is it exactly we can use Hive as a part of ETL sort of thing?
Hive is not a direct ETL. It depends on the projects that services is going to vary. Example, ETL also they are going to using SSIS package with the Hive tasks or something is available. Azure Databricks, Data Factory, they will be creating as a separate. No code, low code environment is a separate. So integration platform is available. What is your expectation, Hive ETL?
No, actually, I have heard you like even I was taking interview for a couple of people. So a couple of people have told that they were using this Hive as sort of doing the transformation over the data that they are receiving on HDFS, and after that they were dumping that after transformation they were dumping the data in HBase, right? So
okay, maybe you just confused because it's based on different business scenario. Example, Cloudera, they will be using Hive in a different way. They will be maintaining the policies with the range of policies, something is available. Such kind of topics is separate. While you enter into the cloud, like AWS, Azure, they will be going to integrate service. They will create multiple levels. So AWS integration, Athena tools is available. Athena tools is going to be bigger with Hive references. So Metastore integration is going to be bigger with Athena as well as EMR cluster in the front end. In that tool level. And integration part, they will be going to work with the Glue, ATL Glue tools available. And data lakes, analytics tools is available, like that they have designed it. If you come to Azure platform, they will be going to integrate with the Data Factory. Data Factory, they will be creating with their multiple data flow pipelines. Based on the pipelines, they're going to sync together and fetching the data. So each scenario, the tools is different behavior, but the concept is the same. So the
Okay.
property and that fetching references is going to be completely modified. That I'm sure. But concept level is the same only because Hive nature, it's going to be React like that only. We cannot do any changes with the Hive nature because it will be support only that what's that? Batch processing level only, and it will be going to get distributed level integration. We have some separate Hive architectures available. How this Hive is going to behave. So with the thrift server and VLAN integration, a lot of things is available. So it's a different way. So each project level, what is their questions and how they will be expecting that we must know properly. Then only we can answer to that.
Okay.
And
Okay. Sir.
I have working with multiple platforms, so I know this kind of announcement is available. But as per their motive, what is their expectation? That we must know it. Then only we can answer to that.
Okay. Okay.
So few of them doesn't touch with the code level. They will be going to create the table level. They will be going to sync together with the pipelines. That is called, the concept is called no code, low code. So they'll be just to sync and create the drag and drop options. They will create the property and table name automatically will be synced together in the backend. They don't have much exposure. We are going to work with the practical level, all the code command level. We are going to create the high topics, right? Each of them we are going to create step by step table, even create table level itself. So it's completely different behavior. And so we cannot answer directly to that question. A lot of things are available. First, we need to get the proper requirement and answer to them. Understood?
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Agree, sir. Agree.
Because some places, what will happen, they don't have a direct bucket access in cloud, I'm saying. Cloudera separate tools is available. Cloudera, they will be creating some policy basis, but in cloud, they will be maintaining everything with the bucket level only. They cannot creating any policies for your Hive databases. So we have a different way we have to approach it. So something like it will be different. Each project level, each use case level, it will be different. They are trying to adopt with that. The concept is same. How they are going to adopt with that particular environment, something is different. So I will give you more details in separate in this.
Sure, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, there is somewhere like Unix shell scripting also mention you are using for their you can say scheduling the jobs. So also you are covering the point Unix shell scripting.
Voice is breaking.
Just a second.
Yeah, tell me.
Am I audible?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah, asking for the shell scriptings. So is it covered in this full stack?
Shell scripting will showing you how it is shell scripting is working. That information will provide you, but we will not be focused with more shell scripting. We have sample shell script. We are going to create the automation, right? I will explain line by line what this shell script is going to be at. Samples only I just created. As a data engineer, you will not be wasting your time with the shell scripting. You're going to create a shell script and integrate with all your topics, right? Because there is a command line too. So how you are going to create the table, where the table is available, how you are going to call that HTML file via shell script, how you are going to call Spark file via shell script, Spark submission command, that are the shell script part. So we will give you that inferences, okay? Because mostly the people working with the shell script basis, they will be maintaining with accountability level. Those who are working with the data engineer, they are going to integrate that shell script with their platform. Okay, like that only the designers, people are designing the platform. Example, I'm saying you are going to work with your organization. They will be creating some set of level strategic keys. So such strategies you cannot easily adopt it. At the time, what they are going to do it, they are going to create a shell script and they will giving you. While you're going to pass your table information, all other parameters you're going to pass it, automatically the shell script is going to be integrated with your security platform, like you have a securities you have already created your securities with the VPN connection and so that will be easily break with your shell script and run it. Only motive your script is going to be executed with particular environment and working fine. So until that enter reachability, the shell script will be taken care. That is have a separate team. So they are not working with the data level, they will be working with just a code support level they are going to working. So we will not be focused that much. But once you got that particular environment, you have to access it, what all you can do it. That's your efficiency. That you must ensure to that. Got it?
Yeah. So like, go ahead, please.
Yeah, because you have a programming knowledge, you have SQL knowledge and integration knowledge. Everything is available. You don't want to waste your protocol layer creations and because some network protocols is available. You don't want to overfare that and you want to enter into that particular environment. That are already created as a shell script or jobs. So front end, they'll be creating the job and the back end is going to be sync with our Airflow. Okay, front, they are using their own framework tools. In the back end, just going to submit the jobs with the Airflow. You must know how Airflow works. We don't want to cover about their own framework.
Yeah.
Each company, they'll be creating own framework. We don't want to cover, we don't want to consider that. They have a separate project team is available, they are going to take care. Once your project or job is submitted to that particular Airflow, what is happening, how it's behaved, that knowledge you must know. And some of them, you must know about logs. How to find the logs via your applications while you're submitting the job, what's happening with your log. That is, you must know. That kind of shell script command line tools will give you a guidance system.
Yeah, in fact, like if you talk about the integration or Airflow, so there is a bash operator you're utilizing for the Unix, right? So
yeah,
that understand. Yeah.
batch
So
operator is a part of
somehow-
Python programming. That we will be covered it. Here is a batch operator, something is available. So
Bash,
bash operator. Here is a sample code I can show you. So something, this is a sample code I just created. So this is completely Python code. This is will give you the guidance how we have to use it. This code you have generated. This is your experience you have to generate. But while submitting this job environment, they have own framework. Don't cover with your the company own framework. You have to cover only with your data related frameworks integrations. Here the Python framework we will guide you how to create these things, how to debug these things. Everything we will guide you. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Anything else, guys? Any other question?
I think all question has been fired.
You can ask a number of questions, no problem. Today is a completely discussion topics. So whatever you had out, you will be clear it today itself and get ready and come to us with confidence. Once you enter into our project, at the time itself, you will have a confidence. I should learn something from BigDatapedia. That expectation only from our end. We will try to keep on monitoring. We will try to provide all the information. We will not be making any false promises as well. We will providing whatever we have mentioned. To be frank, I would say, yeah.
Talking about the versions, like are you covering like latest version of the all the stacks?
Mostly latest version. It's not a latest, it's a stable version. So
latest stable, yeah, true.
Stable version, Spark 3.1 is a stable version as of now, or 2.4, Spark 2.4. But mostly the people are migrating to Spark 3. Some additional features available. So everybody is moving to Spark 3x right now. So as of now, 3.4.0 something Spark recently released that particular version. But we are focusing with the Spark 3.1. It's a stable. Every company is using right now. So same like a Hadoop platform, Hadoop 3.1 and 2.9. These two is a stable versions. We are taking based on that one only. Airflow topics also is a stable version. Hive also stable version. For cloud, if you are going to work, this stable version only you are going to adopt that. They will be creating separate topics, separate tools, right? That is going to be adopted with your stable version only. Because they are going to use this as a cloud integration. That's it. Beyond, they are not doing anything. They will be providing this opportunity with a Spark 2 or Spark 3. EMR cluster, if you're going to create 5x and 6x is available. SD inside, if you're going to create, there they will be providing the clusters with the Spark and the SD Hadoop. There they will be maintaining a stable only. Other images, they are going to deprecate it at runtime. So such kind of knowledge, if you already have, then immediately you can switch and understand that topic. So that's the reason directly go for the big cloud platform. You must know some big data platform concepts. This big data is going to be a wrap up and create in the cloud for billing purpose. Okay, so without understanding these things, if you're going to start your topics and discussion with the cloud, you have to pay more charges. Example, I'm saying we have created this multi-node cluster. You can run and execute whatever you require. You can run the query and you can see the output whenever required. If the same multi-node cluster we are going to create an EMR or SD inside, at least per week you have to pay 5,000. Otherwise, what will happen? You have to stop and start again. And whenever you're going to start it, you have to pay from the starting time onwards. If you're going to forget to stop this cluster, you have to pay definitely. So such kind of issues you're going to face it in cloud. Here is everything is free. You can practice lifetime. Don't worry about it. In the future also, we are going to upgrade and will give you with the latest trending software versions, and you can use it for your future practice. So this image is also right. We are using some SSL keys with the certifications. So every 2 years once it's going to be expired. Once before expiring it, we are going to create a new image and we'll give you that you're going to interfere with your code development. Like that, we just design it. Because it's a completely SSL certification is going to be integrated with multiple container in the backend network level. So we are doing some POCs and the tokenization concept we are trying to integrate with the code development is so fast. What we are coding it, if any syntax error or any code style error, everything is going to keep on monitored by your AI pipeline. But we are doing POC level right now. Once it is ready, we will be set up with our image and we'll share you in the future. Other time you can do your coding so fast. Okay, so such kind of helps we are doing some POC to be frank and saying. So at the time we will try to add it.
Yeah.
Okay, so ChatGPT board we are trying to use, and we are working with some tokenized REST API calls, but unfortunately that is a paid. So each member we cannot create and we cannot provide because that cost is going to be increased more. Instead of that, what we are planning to do it, we just create a single token and just going to be integrated with your system with the same content. Like that, we just plan and some POC is going on. Once it is working fine, then we will test with our, we have almost 7 systems available. We will be going to test with your system and we'll give you, and then you can use it. So such kind of features and improvements, we are trying to do it from our end. That I am sure.
Yeah, thanks for the information.
Yeah.
Nowadays, also I have observed like, since I am actually more than 8 years plus, and the expectations for data engineering is now become too much wide expectation, you can say. And especially, I don't know onsite, but India, earlier in big data, there is a very less component was there. Now they're expecting shell scripting, Docker, CI/CD pipeline, DevOps concept, and so many things now day by day there. Even the data science, some of the component they are asking. So what is the next like path here after, like suppose you have covered this trainings program, and after certain upcoming future, what is the next for this data engineering? Because I have seen pig is now obsoleted slowly, Hive is also being obsoleted, and then the Spark is also migrating slowly. Now Snowflake is in a picture, so many things is like upcoming. So what do you think, what is upcoming which will be added in data engineering?
Okay, to be frank, answer this question, the people are thinking about cost cutting. So wherever they can do the cost cutting based on the tools they are going to use it, the beliefs they have, they plan to reduce it. So in such cases, if anything is very free and very convenient apart from these tools, whenever it enter into the world, otherwise this is going to be deprecated. Like that only Pig tool and Scoop is going to be deprecated. But Hive is not deprecated. They are using the Hive concept in the backend. Even cloud also, and also in front end also, that is on-premise system and the Cloudera system, they are using Hive only. But there is a chance if there is some new tools is going to be introduced, that's very convenient, and apart from Hive thing, it's going to be deprecated. Otherwise, it won't, because it's a free. Snowflake is a paid. So they have create some agreement with the Snowflake team and created in the backend all their tools integration, like that only they have designed it. So it's, so we have some leisure time. Don't worry, next to 3 to 5 years, we are not sure. Either it maybe comes to introduce in next to 1 year onwards. There is no tools is still is introduced. If suppose if any new tools comes, we are also going to be deprecate and retire this topics, and we'll be going to introduce the topics. Like that only we just start our topics based on the trending technology. Why we need to include to Snowflake? Because AWS integration mostly I have noted. I'm going to check with the interview topics, whatever that new announcement is coming, right? So I just go through it. Overall choosing the Snowflake, they are going to integrate the AWS mostly. Overall choosing Databricks, they are going to integrate the Azure mostly. Such things is going to happen. We are planning to add GCP also. Unfortunately, within a time when we cannot complete the GCP, that's the reason we are not included. Otherwise, we plan to add GCP also in the future. It depends. Entirely the big data platform is going to be modified. We are also planning to modify that tools. As of now, nothing was happened. We are reduced to some topics, but what was the major? That's only we just monitor it. Because Hadoop is a base. Hadoop base is only you can command and read the data, and you can understand the storage spaces and the. So that's a basic layer in on-premise stores. Hadoop is available. Hive is definitely will be running on top of Hive and Hadoop integration. And Spark and Hive mostly will be synced together. Mostly. That is we are going to cover it. Kafka is open source and the people are using in the real time. Most of the places, the Kafka is also is a very, very famous tool right now in streaming. After 5G introduced Kafka on top of that, they will be going to introduce another tool also. We are not sure. Other time we have to duplicate and we have to go with the latest one. So while you enter into the data engineering, you must learn all the time. Not now. Every time, every day you want to understand what's going on. What is we are going to upgrade. Something we have to keep on monitoring, we have to upgrade it. That's a common thing. Okay. We are not giving you assurity. These tools will be running for next 10 years, but we can give you assurity up to next 5 years. Okay. So next 5 years, this tools is going to be sustained. If you understand this, the same concept they are going to adapt within different manner. That's going to be happen. Concept will not going to be changed. Only tools is going to be modified. As of now, these are also trending. That I'm sure.
So like for data engineer, next phase is data science or AI/ML?
Oh, it's a tricky question. And also market is going in a completely different way, to be frank, I'm saying. We have to wait for next 6 months or 1 year, then only we can ensure whether we have to go with the data science or AI model directly. Because a lot of integration is going on and there's a lot of rules they have introduced nowadays. So we have to keep on wait for next 1 year, then only we must know what's going to be happen in the world. Because some changes is completely surprising me. I was expect there's going to be happen next to 5 or 10 years after, but it's happening nowadays. So I'm not sure whether with data science we can directly go or AI model. Just give me some time and I will guide you. Or I will do share my inputs after 6 months or 1 year. I also just keep on monitor what's going on. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, but frankly speaking, my understanding is, I don't know if it is right or not, but I'm thinking like slowly this data science and data engineering will be like deprecated, and then it will completely automated through the AI. That is like very soon it will happen, I think so.
AI is going to be happen. Data science model already pre-built, so there is no changes, I am sure. But data engineering is a bit difficult. You must understand the core data. So data engineering is going to be refreshing a due dimension, but it won't duplicate. That I'm sure. Some changes they are going to integrate with the AI model, but you must understand the core concept is very, very important. Without core understanding, you cannot do it. Example, I'm saying. If you are going to work with the AI model directly, if any phases of issues is going to face it, AI doesn't understand what's going on. As a data engineer, you must understand what's happening. You want to interact with the team and you want to solve that particular issues. Am I right? So there is no solution directly with the AI, but he is trying to adopt the quick, faster options. But as a data engineer, you must know the concept and core and integrate with your programs and tools. That's very, very important. Okay, it helps to reduce human effort, but it won't avoid the entire humans. That's I'm sure, but data science I'm not sure, because data science is completely moved into AI model nowadays. You don't want to develop any models. That's happening. I'm sure about data science is going to be modified with AI in the future, but still I'm in checking the market, what's going on, what the people are looking on it, something I'm monitoring it. So data science, I'm not sure, but data engineering, I'm sure. Something you must know it.
Yeah.
Okay. Example, if you're going to work with data engineering, some data is going to be incorrect data format is coming. AI cannot duplicate automatically. So you have to encounter and solve the issue. So third-party pipeline, security level, GDPR is available. Everything AI cannot maintain it. As a separate data engineer has to monitor it. So such cases very, very important. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm working with the data science, but My work is very less nowadays. I'm working with the
No,
AI
no,
model implementation nowadays, to be frank, I'm saying. So
yeah,
before what we have
yeah,
done, we
actually,
have generated the variable ourselves, but the variable generated,
yeah,
we are synced with the AI model. But we are keep on
actually,
monitoring the validations and data, how it is behaved. Such how we are monitoring it. So data science, the model
yeah,
development, because the cost is data science is very huge. Each building is very, very huge. But data engineering is not like
yeah,
that. 10 out of 1 is a kind of data science members is available in our team. But
yeah.
that's very huge cost. So they are trying to fix that one with the AI model. So that's
Nowadays
going
they
on.
are expecting, yeah, they are expecting, for the data science, they must know or handle data engineering as well. Means they are mixing these two.
Yeah, truth. So that's the reason I just provide all this information. There are some integrations available, AWS Azure combinations pro. So depends on your experience, the people expect such things. And the future, some
Ultimately,
of the, yeah.
ultimately, the originator, especially you can say US, India people, they want to make AI. We all know everything. That is their expectation. India actually, in on-site or other places, the specific for specialization. Like suppose they will expect for test engineer, they know only test only. But India, they know development, testing, networking, everything. That is like in full stack, make a khichdi here in India. That is true.
Yeah, that is people expectation also here multi-skills because they are want to get the project from the on-site. So that's why they are choosing like this. But also it's not like that. Even I'm working with my client, right? So they are from on-site. So while I'm discussing with them, they are not available after 4 o'clock. So just for 2 hours, 3 hours, they are working, even work from home. After that, they will be going to offline. Whatever we will be mailing to them, they will be respond back once office back. So they are maintaining key policy timings, but our data engineering teams and India members, employees doesn't maintaining it. They will be providing whatever we have to respond immediately. Such expectations, because we are grab the project from on-site. Here, most expectations available.
Yeah, because of we are a service based and we are not doing any kind of R&D and all research. We have, after some days we will come to know Snowflake. After that we will know like in this period, today is 2030, year is 2023. We some development has invented in this year, and after 26 we will found that one is new technology has been arrived. In India, that is no any research we are doing any service. Whatever they are providing, we are implementing that one. So that's why I think we have to keep learning and just follow original service.
Truth. Something is going in a different way. Before almost 7 years or 6 years before, there is a separate team for admin team is available. Now admin team is not. They are going to combine into DevOps.
Correct.
Completely admin team is moved out. They are called as a DevOps engineers now. Nobody is working as an admin now. So some changes is going to happen.
Yeah, networking database and the infra, all guys now merge with the DevOps.
True. So some changes is continuously happen, but whatever we have to get ready and we have to keep monitoring. That's it.
Like
Just keep on monitoring the market, what's going on. That's very important. If you're monitoring your market, you can easily survive.
Yeah, my intention is not, guys, entire colleague who are attending, that not that demoralizing that scenario. I am just highlighting. The thing is now, day by day for the resource, that learning everything is very difficult and challenging also. That is the thing, the pain.
I'm a bit surprised about data science platform, the future. What's going before at the beginning, whenever I started, I have to create this neurons and all. Nowadays, it's not like that. Immediately, the already pre-built transfer learning is available. We have knowledge to understand how we are going to adapt with our tools. Something is going to be modified. It's a bit surprising. Mostly chatbot-related tools and CNN algorithms completely moved out. Nobody's training their model. Already pre-built model, they are going to use it. So AI is going to be completely integrated with the data science in the future, that I'm sure. Data engineering, it will take some time. They have to do a lot of test and training, then only we have to ensure it. But anyhow, we have to understand about our tools and course concept. This is very important. How much you have experience is not a big deal. How much you can't understand the concept and course. That's very important. That money will help you to survive in this technology
fine.
merge.
True. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Dinesh. You have cleared everything. Silly question also you have answered, and your passion is awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. Any other question, guys? I'm ready to answer. Tomorrow's actual session is going to start, and we will be going to discuss everything. But before I enter into tomorrow's session, I want to expect everyone to come with us with confidence. That's one expectation from our end. If you are entered into the confidence, then we will be easily training you, and you also get interest to work with us. So any question, don't hesitate, even if it's small or big, we don't care about it. We are expecting from you. Anything you can ask me. So no question then? Okay, fine, no problem then. Okay, guys, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
And tomorrow, same time, we are going to start our topics. And please join with us, and we will discuss that.
Tomorrow will be the demo kind of, or how?
Yeah, actual demo session is a free. Tomorrow also free session. After that only we are going to restrict with a separate batch group we are planning to create, right? So next week onwards it's going to be paid, but we must to provide something with our practical manner, what's going on, right?
Okay.
How the session
And
is going on. Such kind of experience we will give you as a demo session. Then you can decide.
Yeah. And what will be like average team means batch strength?
20 members
average,
maximum. We cannot go more than that. If it goes more than that, we will be creating a separate batch. Like that only we will be made. Because we cannot trace the people, monitor the people what they are doing it. So 20 members per batch maximum.
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you all.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. Thank you, everyone.